All right, for those watching, we're on a little bit early, but not quite started yet. There are a few teams available still, and I wanted to make sure that we had an opportunity to let someone get those at kind of fire sale, at least what I consider fire sale prices. They're half what I had them on eBay for. So we'll leave those up for about 10 minutes, and when people come in, we'll see if any of those teams sell. If not, then we'll get started. If you're not watching live, you can fast forward till about the 10 minute mark. For anyone who was not watching earlier, I did a personal box break of both the Bowman Chrome. I did one box of that, and I also picked up a box of HTA for myself. So I ended up with 5 autographs out of Bowman Chrome today. They were decent, nothing super amazing, but it's fun to get into those and see what they looked like. This break, we're going to, as normal, try and go a little quickly through the break, so please feel free to go back and take a look at the personal break I did earlier today if you want to see an example of what the cards look like a little closer up. Most of them look like, all your base cards look like base Bowman Chrome, which we've seen before earlier in the year. And then there's a couple new inserts that we took a look at there too. Other than that, we're going to go through pretty quickly today. One thing I also mentioned earlier today is took a little hiatus from breaking for a little bit here. Had some family stuff going on, and that's kind of all that dust has settled. So now I'm going to jump back into some breaks. I have 2 coming up next month. I did not line up other stuff because I wasn't sure what was going on yet. I actually canceled a whole bunch of cases that I had coming in and just never sold those break spots. So next month we have Topps High Tech and what else? Oops. Let me see, what do we have? Topps, next month we have on the 9th, as long as everything's on time, we have Topps High Tech. There's at least one case of that, and then at least one case on the 16th of October of Topps Update Series, 2019 Update Series, which should be great. Those also, I believe, are going to have silver packs, and the silver packs, as always, are going to be part of the break. So that stuff is a few weeks away, and in the meantime, I'll try and get something else lined up, but I'm not sure what that'll be yet. So welcome to looks like we have a couple people that just joined. Started a little bit early to give an opportunity for some people to pick up these last few teams at about half what I had them on eBay for. I do know that some of the teams were priced kind of high compared to what they're selling on eBay for, and I'm not really sure why some of those are selling that way, but in any case, my pricing model might be a little different than other people's, but these are the prices. If you see the ones highlighted in yellow, those are the prices for those teams that are available. And we'll give that till about 7 o'clock, and if no one picks those up, so about 4 to 5 more minutes. If no one wants to pick any of those up, then we'll just shut that down on eBay. And of course, if someone buys one off eBay before anyone buys them here, then it'll be gone. But then we'll just get the break started. I am watching my phone to make sure nothing comes through. Can't see. I see a couple people are on. I can't see who's on. Jonathan with the Rays. Let me know if you are on. This will be my only case that I'm breaking of Topps Chrome. I had 4 cases lined up, but I had a lot going on, and I wasn't really sure what I was going to be able to do and commit to, both financially and time-wise. So I actually canceled 3 of the cases, and this is the only one I have that I'm breaking. If you do want to get into a break, and there's obviously the teams that are available here for the next couple minutes, but then also Midwest Box Breaks has Bowman Chrome. I'm not sure what is still available, but if you go to MidwestBoxBreaks.com, I believe Ben's got some stuff up on the site. I work with Ben all the time, and I actually participate in a lot of breaks and stuff there as well, and also their break community. They have Ben set up a really cool break group. I think there's almost 250 people in it now, and everyone helps each other out. It's pretty cool. So, anyway, so we're going to get started in a couple minutes here. I'm going to go ahead and remove the teams off of eBay right now. Bear with me for a moment while I do that. This is probably super confusing if you don't have audio on. And if you don't have audio, you also didn't hear me say that. Okay, let's kill off eBay stuff. This may very well be the last break that I have listed on eBay. Even as a power seller, the fees are just crazy. If I have a case that costs me around a couple $1,000s and I bring in around a couple $1,000s for all the teams, let's say, the result is I spend $200 just on that one break, just in eBay fees. That doesn't include the PayPal fees. So I'm going to be trying something new here and try and sell exclusively on the website card-warehouse.com. So watch that website, go there and bookmark it and watch for upcoming breaks, because I don't think I'll be putting them on eBay. I think I will only have them there. Let's see if eBay will actually let me zero out the quantity on all these. If not, I forget. I might have to just kill the listing. Either way, yep, I'm just gonna have to kill it. That's fine. Alright, so I'm gonna end the eBay listing right now. End item. And it's 7 o'clock now. We'll get started in just a second here. Once again, for those just joining, we do have, if you can see on the screen, there are some teams that are marked in, highlighted in yellow with a number. That number represents how much you can pick up that team for in the next 30 or 45 seconds while I'm dealing with eBay. And if we don't take care of those, then I'll just hold on to those teams, I guess. I'm technically already in the red on this case. So I don't know how much sense it makes for me to sell teams too cheaply. But all right, so I think we're good on eBay. Let me just double check this. Yep, looks good. Cool. Nothing in chat, so we'll go ahead and get started. Move my keyboard. This is a brand new case, 2019 Bowman Chrome baseball. And it is unopened, so just go through the usual dance here. Show you that it's completely sealed on both ends. And then the bottom also completely sealed here. I know some of you have broken with me before, and there's a level of trust there. Some of you have not, and it's your first time. The yellow, hi Kareem, the yellow are available at least until I start opening any boxes. So if you want one of those teams, feel free to say so in chat, and then we'll make it available. Sorry, if you want one of those teams, let me know which one you want. Those are the prices. That's the last minute prices on those. It's about half what I was asking on eBay. And just let me know which team you want, or teams if you want multiple teams. And then you can pay for them, and we'll take care of all that before I open the first box. We'll give it about a minute for that if you're interested. If not, those will be unclaimed teams. Well, I have a new poster. That's going to be for the Topps update, I guess. Is that right? Yep, update series baseball. That's cool. So I got a new poster to put up. The one behind the breaking table is really old. It has a June 12th date on it. Tigers and Braves. Okay, so Kareem, since you're going to take both teams, what do I have those priced at? Tigers and Braves. Tigers at 25 and Braves at 45. So let's knock the fives off that. If you want to give me $60, you can have both those teams since you're buying two. Go ahead and PayPal. Send a payment to paypal.me/CWBreaks. It's spelled just like you see in the top left corner. And I'll hold off from breaking the first box for a sec until we see a payment. But I got you for Tigers and Braves. I do require that to be paid before the break, before we open any of these boxes. I kind of trust people generally, but I've been burned in the past. And you know what they say, fool me once, fool me twice, and all that. So, fool me once, I'm a trusting guy. Fool me twice, that's just my fault. So, unfortunately, I got to require payment up front. Sadly, there's people out there who will try to get their teams reserved, usually the expensive ones, on eBay or elsewhere, and then not pay for it, or try and pay with an e-check or some means that actually doesn't go through. And then if there's hits, then the payment magically goes through, and if there's not, then they don't. Oh, you already have the Yankees. Cool. So, okay, so you want Cubs too? What do we have for Cubs? So I said 60 for those two, and then Cubs, I think I had 55. So make it 110 then for all three, Kareem. and I'll wait for a second for that payment. Sorry to hold things up for a minute, everybody. We'll just take care of a few of these teams real quick. And let me make sure I document that here as well. So we got Cubs. We say Braves and Tigers. If you just want to pay it to an email, use Joe at Joe Tech. Here, I'll actually type it in the chat so you can see here. Okay. That's my other personal email address. It's just the fastest way to do it if you're just on PayPal. So for everyone else in chat, I almost forgot because it's been a little while since we did a break. One of the things that we like to do, let me save this file. Oops, wrong thing. Okay, one of the things that we like to do in a break is, first of all, we have no skunk guarantees. So if you only get base cards, that means no inserts or autos or anything, then I will throw in an auto or jersey or something from my own collection. And I have way too many here, so there's plenty to spread around. We also, for every break, one of the things that we do is, or try to remember to do, is allow you to make guesses on who the autos are going to be. So there's 2 autos per box. The way it works is... Oh, cool. I see that you sent that. Thanks, Kareem. So the way it works is if you guess the player that the autograph is for the whatever the next autograph is, and we also count any hits that are anything numbered 25 or less. So if we pull a card that's numbered to 25, even without an auto, we'll count that for your guess. And if you get your guess right, I'm going to send you, again, another jersey or autograph or something cool from my collection. So you don't have to be in the break to guess. Helps me out if you are in the break because I don't have to pay extra shipping. But even if you're not in the break, I will send you something if you get it right. So without any further ado, thanks, Kareem. Looks like we had a few teams left, and that's fine. Anything that we pull from the teams that are represented with a number on them just means that whatever cards we pull from there will be available, and just reach out to me if you're interested in them. So anyone in chat, if you want to make any guesses on what the first hit to 25 or less will be, or the first autograph, feel free to throw out some names. It's kind of funny, I get notifications. I'll get a bunch of them right at 7 o'clock because 7 o'clock Eastern, it seems to be a pretty golden hour for a lot of breakers to start their breaks. So we'll talk really fast about what's in this box. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it. Each master box has 2 minis. There are 12 master boxes, so 24 mini boxes. And each mini box contains 1 autograph in the 6 total packs in the box. Seth Beer. All right, that's a good guess. We're looking out for a Seth Beer then. I mentioned this when I started this stream, but I did start a little early, so I'll mention it again. I am going to go through these a little quickly. I did my personal box break so I could spend time looking at the cards and just kind of going over what they look like and everything, the inserts and everything else. So if you do want to see that stuff, feel free to go look at the other video that was posted earlier today Otherwise, I'm going to go through them fairly quickly. Base, Nico Horner stats. Mookie Betts purple to 250. I pulled a purple out of my personal box, and I don't know why, but I did not see the numbering on it, so I thought it was unnumbered. Jonathan Powell. Jonathan P. Where are you at? You have the Rays, right? Yeah. Jonathan, you have the Rays, right? So I can't count beer for your guess because Kareem already guessed it. But I was hoping you would jump on, Jonathan. What do we have available still? Hira, okay. I got you for Keston Hira. Jonathan, would you like to have the Orioles for free? There's our first hit. Tukey to 25. Number 23 out of 25. Jonathan, I'm going to double up your teams. I'm going to give you the Orioles with the Rays. The pricing was all jacked up because we did it before any checklist came out. And I want to increase the value you're getting for what you paid for the Rays. So I'm going to add the Orioles for you. Cool. Sorry guys, just want to make a note of that so that I don't forget. Okay, cool. So Jonathan, you have the Rays and the Orioles then, okay? Unless you don't want the Orioles, but I'm gonna guess that you probably want them. All right, we'll keep moving. Sorry guys. I wasn't gonna feel too good about that. The Rays were overpriced. I lost some money on some teams that were well underpriced, but I don't want to do that to you on the Rays. Just remember me when I have more breaks, Jonathan. That's all I ask. We'll keep this party moving. All right, there's Keston. It doesn't count for the guesses, but there's one anyway. For the that's the Arizona Fall League, I think it's called. Good looking cards. I like the design on that. Oh, and Kareem, you can make your guess. Like if you don't offer up another guess, then whatever your last guess was will still count for whatever the next hit is. It doesn't just have to be for the very next hit. It can be until you guess again, basically. So if you don't know what we're doing, Jonathan, I think you heard it, but or for anyone else who joined, see people coming in and out. Guess the next hit, and I'll send out an auto or jersey or a pack of cards or something. There's Ryan McKenna, purple to 250. All right, we'll stick with beer for you. Beer and Hira. Cool. We got our first auto, and it is not beer or Hira. How do you pronounce that? That's one I don't know. Is that John or Johan? Oh. Anyway, it's a Duran auto. I'll actually sleeve up this Tukey as well. If anyone's really interested in Tukey Toussaint, I have autograph to 10 out of Prism of his too. All right, here goes the second half of the first box. It's taken us almost 10 minutes for this first box, but it's because I was taking my time on stuff. And making an adjustment. So it's just John. That's what I thought it was. Thanks, Graham. Stat Tracker, Connor Scott. Oh, and I apologize. I should be saying who these are. So that Tukey is for the Braves, so that's yours, Kareem. And then the John Duran is for the Twins. Who picked up Twins? Twins is Stacy R. It's been a few weeks since I've done a break. I had a death in the family. I canceled a whole bunch of cases and had to go out of town and stuff, and then I came back. And then these were delayed for 3 weeks. 2 weeks, I guess. Jared Klinick. These elite farmhands. Kind of nice cards. So for those of you watching and in chat, are you guys in any other breaks tonight? Or this week, really? Any other Chrome breaks? This is the only one I'm doing. I have this one out of my personal box too. Lee Jen Chu for Cleveland. I'm actually in another Chrome break with Midwest box breaks. I spent like very small amount of money and picked up a team just to be part of that one. Bryce Terang, some of his autos as well. Stat Tracker for the Crew. Who's got the Crew? Landon. There's some more color. We got there's a Vladdy base. So we've got a Hans Kraus for Texas. For the Rangers, that's also Landon. So this is interesting. This is what I was seeing on my personal cards. This one does not have numbering on it at all. This is just my variation ignorance is all that is. Yeah, they're just different. It's a different purple. Well, Kareem, hopefully you picked up a few teams last second, so hopefully we'll do something good for you with those. There's our next auto for Texas, Jonathan Ornelas. Who did I say that's Landon? I don't know if you're watching, Landon, but congrats. I think there might be a couple people in this break that are also in some Midwest box breaks, Chrome as well. All right, let's get into box 2. Spent almost 15 minutes. We'll go a little quicker. Kind of interesting that they separate these out. They do this with Finest too, into mini boxes. And then you just have twice as many boxes to open. But I'm hoping that we get a lot of nice color out of this, especially in the autographs. There's a Alherius Montero for the Cardinals, Stat Tracker. Soto Votto. It's been a while since we pulled like in Bowman we pulled a Vladimir Guerrero Jr. to 25. There's a Rizzo to 150 base for the Cubs, which now belongs to Kareem. And I will sleeve up all the inserts. Anything numbered gets sleeved. Just don't want to spend a ton of time doing that right now. There's Dalton Varsho for the Diamondbacks. Puig and Belt. So we're still looking for hits for Beer and Keston Hero, right? There's a Stat Tracker Kalinick for Seattle. And as I've mentioned, all cards ship. So we'll make sure every single card goes out. Zach Brown. That's for the Brew Crew. Have you guys seen any of the other Chrome breaks? I watched a couple. Didn't see anything super crazy out of them, but it's kind of early still. There's Jared Oliva for the Pirates. Pirates are Joseph M. Congrats, Joseph M. So far, I think... I don't know what the best hit is going to be out of this that we've pulled so far. Nothing great. Nothing super amazing. I do like that... Oh, I already cut that. I do like that Tuki Toussaint 25. That's a cool card. If you're watching on YouTube and you're not already subscribed, it helps me out a lot if you subscribe to the channel, and then you'll also know about upcoming breaks at least a few hours ahead of time because I'll do a personal box before. There's Alec Bohm for the Phillies. I try to always do, for anyone new here, I always try to do whatever I'm getting a case of to break, I get myself a personal box almost every time, so that I have so I can go through them a little more slowly, and so I have some cards for myself. Bo Bichette for the Blue Jays, Elite Farmhands. Bo's been making some noise. Looking for that Garcia. Cool. Well, hopefully we hit one then. Bobby Dalbec for the Red Sox. Still looking for an auto out of box 2. Out of this half anyway. There's Joey Bart for the Giants. Who picked up the Giants this time? Aaron. Cool. It's a nice stat tracker, Bart. See some color. There's a Kikuchi. That's a Deion Stafford. That's our second orange base. Deivi Garcia. That's a name that I also wasn't familiar with. Sorry, that Stafford is Pirates. So it's another hit for the Pirates for Joseph M. And then I really need to keep these separate so I can count the autographs. Yep, this last pack here should have an autograph for sure. There it is. Luis Gill. That is a... oh man, ruined my joke. I can't even think of the name of the machine. A Geiger counter. Is that what I'm thinking of? For earthquakes. Did I mix that up? Anyway, that is a that's a crazy autograph. Looks like he sneezed when he autographed it. Still looks a lot cooler than there's a lot of autographs that are really kind of half-assed. Yeah, and that is for the Yankees. So that's you, right, Kareem? Yep. Wasn't the Yankees pitcher you wanted, huh? Jeez, can't get that one open. Mets. No, we didn't have any Mets hit yet. But we aren't very far into this case either. So I'm assuming that that's Kevin asking. I think that's a safe assumption. Nothing too amazing hit yet. All right, so we have a Nick Madrigal stat tracker. We have some more color. Nolan Gorman to 99. And that's for the Cardinals. There's Christian Yelich for the Crew to 499. It's refractor. Is Kalinick your next guest, Kareem, or are you sticking with beer? There's a Ronaldo Hernandez for the Rays. That's for Jonathan. There's a Miguel Amaya stat tracker for Cubs. Seeing a Acuna Jr. base on the back. There's a refractor of Feltner. Ryan Feltner for the Rockies. There's that Acuna. Rockies is Landon too. I forgot Landon picked up a few things. Got some color in here. Tyler Phillips autograph. There's an Eloy base as well behind it. Tyler Phillips, 23 out of 250. That's going to be for Landon for Texas. Congrats, Landon. I gotta say thanks again to, you can't see it very well, but Ultra Pro sent me a bunch of these breaker mats. I have a bigger one underneath, but they also sent me 3 or 4 of these smaller ones. Ultra Pro pen, some dice, so I can take notes and do randoms and all sorts of cool stuff. Alright, sticking with beer, got it. We're looking for a Seth Beer or Keston Hero, right? There's a Garcia right there, base. Stat tracker. Brock Death Rage. Gotta love that name. I know everyone says that, but I'll jump into. Miguel Amaya Elite Farmhands for the Cubs. Something sticking to the back. Oh, thought it might be an autograph or something. Andre Jimenez for the Mets. Arizona Fall League. There's some purple for the Mets. Hansel Moreno, not numbered. There's our autograph. It's going to be James Burke, excuse me, for the Nationals. And that's Landon. Landon's going to pick up a few cards tonight. A few hits. And that should be, yeah, that's 6 so far. Yeah, I've seen and I've actually been on the receiving end of some really wicked streaks in some breaks. I think I had Cardinals or Red Sox one time. There's a Tatis Jr. Drew Waters stat tracker. It was Cardinals or Red Sox. I can't remember which. That I just ran the whole break. I think I had like his 2016 Pantheon, and I just had half the hits in the whole break. It's kind of amazing. One thing I'm doing here is I'm actually keeping the boxes kind of separate. And the reason why is if we have a damaged card in here, they're going to want the box. They're going to want the specific box it came out of for quality control, which is fine. It just means I got to set it aside. And they've, companies have been pretty decent about that. Panini actually sent me a card that was 5 times, well, at least a few times better than the actual hit that came out of the box. The replacement was a few times better. There's another Montero stat tracker for the Cardinals. Joey Bart Elite Farmhands for the Giants. There's another Acuna Jr. base. Sure there will be several of those out of the case. There's another Devi Garcia base too. Christian Page for the Braves. I think Landon has a streak too because, Mets had a small streak. A little bit. Not any big hits though. And then Landon's getting a lot of hits because he bought a bunch of teams. It's just the way that works. There's a Kalenic stat tracker. Corbin Martin for the Astros, purple, not numbered. And then this one's going to have an auto. Jose Devers for Miami Marlins. That's your auto out of that mini, that first half of that box. Jose Devers for the Marlins. The Marlins belong to Eric G. Congrats, Eric G. And the rest are base. Related and legit. All right. So this is box 4. This is the second half of box 4 we're finishing up here. Stat tracker Hans Kraus. There's a Yamamoto for the Marlins refractor to $4.99. There's a Kevin Biggio for the Blue Jays. Another Vladdy base. Don't have a whole lot of people on watching tonight, but that's fine. Just means you guys get your guesses to last longer. Vidal Brujan for, who's he play for? The Rays. We should have one more auto out of this box. Please be the gold card. Nope, that's not auto. There's a Bobby Dalbec to 50, 25 out of 50. It's nice. For the Red Sox, who has Red Sox? That's Landon. Go figure, Landon. Congrats once again to Landon. And there's our autograph. Richard Gallardo for the Cubs. And so it's going to you, Kareem. Congrats, Kareem. All right, box 5. I will try to always keep the boxes and packs and cards, at least until everything's open, within view of the camera. Sometimes I don't do a great job of that. If you see me not doing it, feel free to call it out. Remind me. I try to keep it on the forefront of my thoughts, though, so usually I don't forget that. Let's go ahead and open both of these. Try and speed things up a little bit. Ryan Weathers stat tracker. There's a, oh, I almost said Eloy. That's not Eloy. There's a Vladdy Jr. refractor to $4.99 for the Blue Jays. It's kind of cool. Chris C has the Blue Jays. Almost looks like there's a machine line down that one. Could be, I don't know. It is a base card, so it's not a huge tragedy if that's true. There's a Nico Horner for the Cubs. Arizona Fall League. That's shiny. Stat tracker. Jordan Groshans for the Blue Jays. And behind it we have some color to 250. Willens Astudillo. That's for the Twins. We are going to be under 2 hours at least for the case, so that's good. If we went over 2 hours, that would be kind of horrible. So there is our first auto, Gregory Guerrero. It's an interesting autograph. That's your, I think, first Mets hit. It's for you, Kevin. Did I get that right? Really horrible with memory. Yeah. It's for Kevin. Congrats, Kevin. Gregory Guerrero. Gregory no focuso. I'll do a review at the end. We'll see it there as well. There's some color. Some more purple. Francisco Morales for the Phillies. Who do we have, Phillies? Alan B. Alan has Phillies. All right, so that's, I believe those were just out of the same mini. Anyway, Houston, Christian Javier. That's for Rodney G. So, unless I'm imagining things, these two just came out of the same mini. I must have pulled one of the packs off here, I bet. I bet that's what happened. Yep. Let's find out. I honestly don't know if there's hot boxes. There's Seth Beer. Stat Tracker Seth Beer. Not a hit, but it's a nice insert. Am I right on the guesses? We're still looking at Seth Beer and Keston Hero. Kevin, do you have a guess on what the next auto or hit will be? There's a Tebow. Tim Tebow. So you'll get that with your Mets. Julio Pablo Martinez for Texas, Elite Farmhands. The deal, Kevin, is if you put out a guess for a hit, and we pull that hit, where's the one I'm not seeing? There it is. Carter Kieboom for the Nationals. Then I'll send something cool with your cards. Either another auto or jersey or maybe a pack of cards if I have anything cool left. Sometimes I get bored and open stuff that I have here and I don't have anything cool to send out. Jordan Adams, but I do have plenty of autos and jerseys and stuff. So at the very least, if someone guesses one of them, we'll send something cool one way or another. There's some color. Brian Abreu. Yeah, that other auto was from this stack. That's why. Thought we got lucky. Brian Abreu for the Astros. Purple to 250. And we'll dive into box 6. I did put, for those of you interested, these things have no purchase necessary on them. If you don't know what that is, just grab it real fast while I'm working here. No purchase necessary is you send off a 3x5 card to the address on here with your name and address and stuff on it. And then they do drawings. They'll do a drawing in like December for these, I think. And if your card is drawn, then you end up with what typically happens. They don't do base cards, but they do it based on the odds. So your odds of getting like an insert, for example, are fairly decent. If you send out an NPN, your odds of getting an autograph a little bit lower. But I have gotten some pretty cool stuff by doing that. And I've actually gotten... I just got a FedEx tracking number. Livian Soto is your next guest. Cool, got you, Kevin. I just got a FedEx tracking number from Scranton, Pennsylvania, and I'm not expecting anything from Topps, so I'm hoping I got a good NPN hit from Topps Finest or whatever was going on back then. There's a Genesis Cabrera stats tracker. So anyway, I bring that up because in my last video from earlier today, or if you go look on my Twitter at CW Breaks, I showed the NPN information if you want to send those off. Victor Mesa Jr. for the Marlins, Elite Farmhands. So you can send off, I already got mine ready to send out in tomorrow's mail. You can send them off, wait 4 months and see if you get something cool back. A lot of them you don't get anything back. Darwinson Hernandez for the Red Sox. But I have gotten Hall of Famer jerseys and autos before. So it's really cool when it does happen. Ronaldo Hernandez stat tracker. There's a Nick Madrigal refractor, $4.99. It's for the White Sox. Nobody bought the White Sox, so that is one of those cards that's just available. Austin Warner. Pretty sure I think that's one of the autos I got out of my box too. That's for the Cardinals. Austin Warner for the Cardinals, which nobody purchased. So if I did get one out of my personal box, that means I have 2 of them now. I put all my cards away to get them out of the way, but so I can't look right now. I'm not going to stop and look right now anyway. We're looking for Livian Soto, Seth Beer, Keston Hira. There's Brock Deathridge stat tracker, and we got some green behind it. Michael King /99 for the Yankees with a Aaron Judge base too. That Yankees is going to be for Kareem, right? Yeah. If you're wondering, anything numbered under 100, even without an autograph, I sleeve up. It's just something that I started doing as a policy, and so I always do that now. There's a Kopech. That's different. So I'm not really sure what's going on with that card. This looks like a refractor, but it's not numbered. I'm a little ignorant about what all is in the set, but it's a Michael Kopech. I'm not even sure if it is a refractor. I don't know. I suppose it's possible. We'll set that aside. If it's an image variation, I'll put it in a top loader. I don't want to lose sight of where it is, so I'm just going to set it aside over there. It's kind of cool. It's a little different. Looks like a refractor to me, but it's not. Otherwise, it doesn't seem like a refractor other than, the typical refractor quality. It's not numbered is what I'm trying to say. And it doesn't say refractor on the back. John Duplantier for the Diamondbacks. Yeah, we'll have to look that one up. That Kopech. It's for the White Sox. Well, I guess nobody picked up the White Sox, so it doesn't matter that much, but Drew Waters, stat tracker. Almost call him Drew Weathers. There's some colors. Some of these cards are like, you can feel the cut line is a little rough on the side. Kind of strange. I'm not used to that. Grayson Rodriguez for the Orioles. It's a free card. Free Orioles for, well, kind of free, for Jonathan. That is not numbered. There's a Quentin Torres Costa and a Vladdy base behind it. That's for the Brew Crew, which is Landon. Another hit for Landon. Congrats, Landon. My office is such a mess now. All right, box 7. I always forget that I take time at the end to do the recap and stuff, answer questions. So we'll probably be done in right about 2 hours from when we started, including the recap and everything, which isn't horrible. Some of the breaks where there's a lot more cards just take way longer. All right, box 7. Oh, it is showing as a variation on eBay, huh? I wonder what that's worth. Maybe I'll have to throw it up on eBay afterwards, or we'll see if someone wants it on Twitter or something first. There's another Medina stat tracker. Celia Matias stat tracker. Let's move this stack over. It's getting a little high. Thanks for checking on that, Kevin. It's kind of cool. So the good news then is it sounds like the image variations kind of will stand out a little bit more than in some other products. Jordan Adams for the Angels. I really hate when the image variation is hard to see until you're sorting and you're piling 17 Jordan Adams together, and then it's only then that you notice one of them's different. After you've been handling the cards, I like to get them sleeved up as soon as I know that it's variation. There's a Nate Pearson, Blue Jays. And if that is variation, I'll just sleeve that up now. Still looking for a real good hit out of this. Nothing too crazy yet. I don't know what the odds are on the image variation. Well, here we go. So we have a Wander Franco stat tracker. I have one of those out of my personal box, and then a Hans Kraus. I thought it was going to be numbered lower, but it's a cool extra card. Hans Kraus for Texas to Lando. That is numbered to 150, 119 out of 150. Like a cracked ice. It's the first one I've seen of those. See if a couple more people joined. If you have a guess on what the next hit is, just the player name. Whoever gets the first correct guess on it, I'll send something cool. A jersey auto, pack of something, figure it out. Estevan Florial, purple, not numbered, for New York Yankees. And also for those just joining, we haven't hit anything super crazy yet. Got a bunch of hits, but nothing real crazy. There's Tyler Phillips for Texas. That's going to be Landon. Ultra Pro also sent me just a ton of, well, not compared to what I normally buy, but they sent me a lot of different sleeves. 55, 75s, 35s, some 180s, I think, card boxes. They sent a lot of cool stuff out. They sent a ruler, which also has a guide on it. There's a Jake Cave refractor for the twins. It has a guide on it for the thickness of the cards, so you can figure out what kind of sleeve you need, what kind of top loader you need to put them in. So Ultra Pro has been pretty supportive of Card Warehouse on this channel. Keibert Ruiz for the Dodgers. Arizona Farm League. Kyle Tucker on back. Travis Swaggerty for the Pirates. Stat Tracker. Some people, there's a Alec Bohm, 17 out of 499 refractor. Some people, like I do this all the time. I feel bad about it because I want to, when I'm in a break with Ben with Midwest Box Breaks, I like to be there to support the break. I'm obviously not there now because I'm doing my own break. But sometimes I just don't have time to do it. There's another Tebow, or I'm in the middle of something else, I'm working on something or doing family time or whatever it is, and I just can't make it. And I always go back and look later. I think that's what a lot of people are doing right now. There's a Jeffrey Del Rosario. I pulled one of those too. This is a refractor auto, $4.99. I think the one I pulled is gold out of my personal box. Anyway, that's for the Royals, which I don't believe got picked up. No one picked up the Royals. I do know someone who might take interest in that card, though. So I'll reach out to him afterwards. Or he can reach out to me if he sees this. All right, we're going into box 8. After which we'll be 2/3 of the way done with this break. You guys are quiet tonight. Not a whole lot of chatter. I feel like that's my cue to pull like a card number to, like an auto number to 10 or 5 or 1 or something incredible out of this. I know we're trying to pull something incredible from the Rays for Jonathan. We need at least a Wander Franco auto for him. Be great. But I gotta pull something to get you guys talking in chat. See what we can do. Is if I have any control. There's Casey Mize for Detroit. Stat Tracker. Victor Robles. Base card, anyway. There's Casey Mize, Elite Farmhands. Two Casey Mize in a row, huh? There's a going to Kareem with the Tigers. Ryan McKenna for Baltimore Orioles. It's going to Jonathan. Oh, no need to apologize. I think it's my job to try and get people chatting a little bit at least. There's a Ronnie Mauricio. I have a couple of his autos floating around here too. It's for the Mets. That's Kevin. Kevin, if you collect a lot of Mets and you're interested in Ronnie Mauricio, I think they're both from Pro Debut. I think I have the base auto and the gold. Christian Robinson for the Diamondbacks refractor. Nick Senzel base. Guys, my wife's kind of awesome. She made dinner and then made sure I had time to eat it before I started the break. So not only did she make it for us, but was paying attention to the timing for me. Sometimes I'll sit here and just be starving during a break. Anyway, there's a Durbin Feltman auto for the Red Sox. And that is a refractor to $4.99. My thumb's covering up the numbering, but I promise it's a refractor. We had Red Sox. Boston Red Sox. Landon, killing it. Cool, Kevin. Then we'll have to talk after the break. I'll, if I don't remember, then just send me a message and remind me that you're interested in that. Genesis Cabrera, stat tracker. I think those are the only two Mauricio autos that I have. I did pretty well out of Pro Debut. There is a Taylor Ward blue for the Angels to 150. 55 out of 150. It was good to have a colorful rookie. There's a Vladdy Arizona Farm League for the Blue Jays. Cool. There's another one sticking. Ronaldo Hernandez, stat tracker. Some more blue. Alejandro Kirk. 53 out of 150 for the Blue Jays. Blue Jays are doing okay too. It's Juan Soto. We're looking for Livian Soto and not a base. Oh, we have a redemption. Our redemption, see if I can keep the suspense. Bowman Chrome Prospect Auto. So it looks like it's going to be a base auto. Jonathan Machado. I don't remember what team Jonathan Machado is. Set that aside for now. So congrats to whoever has that team. I just don't remember. All right, we're 2/3 done with the break. We're going into box 9. Making decent time. It's entirely possible I run out of penny sleeves. I mean, not run out. I buy them 10,000 at a time. Run out of them sitting right next to me, maybe. And that just means I'll have to get up and get some from my stash. I have shelves and shelves and shelves of supplies and cards here. So that reminds me, if you're interested in anything in particular, like for example, you said you like Mauricio. If you're interested in a particular player, let me know, and I can do a quick search and let you know what I have, either base cards or inserts or autographs, any number of things. I have over 100,000 cards here, so the odds are decent that I'll have something. Adonis Medina, and then we have a purple numbered Chris Sale. I do have a Chris Sale card numbered to 5, I believe, in autograph that I just haven't bothered to try and list anywhere. Anyway, that's Boston for Landon. Cardinals. Thanks, Kareem. Who's got Cardinals? Oh, come on. No one has Cardinals? Manny Machado to 50 for the Padres. It's Tim. I think we've pulled anything for Tim yet. So it's a nice hit to to make up for that. I'm out of 55s. We're going to 75s. Won't be as snug, but it'll still work. Manny Machado, gold to 50. Congrats, Tim. That's cool. I don't know anything about Jonathan Machado. I don't know if that's like a really good hit or what. Estevan Florial, Yankees. I just don't keep up enough. I really need to. Not bad. All right. That's good to hear. It is. I hate not selling a team, but it's, you know, sometimes when I don't sell teams, I've got to sell the cards that come out of them. There's a Wander Franco stat tracker. To make up for the, you know, I've got to pay for the cost of the case somehow. Sometimes I don't sell teams and I got to sell the cards. I'm really bad about that. I've got way too many autos and jerseys that I haven't sold. Louis Gill, 77 out of 250 for the Yankees. Can't remember who all you were looking for specifically, Kareem, but that's cool. $77 out of $250 on that one. Joey Bart base. There's another one for you, Kevin. Mets. And wow, dude, that guy. I don't know. Is it possible that he gets his autograph the same every time? That is Shervian. I'm totally going to butcher that. Shervian Newton. And he signs his name with a $sign. That's pretty cool. Let me get that sleeved up. So congrats, Kevin. Another hit for you for the Mets. Shervian Newton, who I know nothing about. That autograph, man. It's like a bunch of scribbles with a $sign in the middle. Nico Horner, stat tracker. I almost want to pull another, I'll just look it up on eBay. I almost want to pull another Newton auto just to look at it. Wander Franco, Elite Farmhands. Not too far past the stat tracker we just pulled. That's for Jonathan. If you're just joining, feel free to say hi. Let me know that you're just joining so I don't keep repeating myself for no reason on some of the things like guessing to win things and whatever. Forrest Whitley, if you don't know what I'm talking about, then just say, hey, I'm just joining. Astros. And also for anyone just joining, we are box 9 of 12. So we're making progress here. Brady Singer for the Royals. Brinson, I have one of his autos from Prism, I think. I might have more than one. I have so much. I have two of the super shoebox boxes full of autos and jerseys. There's some color for you. For the Padres, Owen Miller to 150, 147 out of 150. Mets 5th best. Cool. And there's Jamison Hanna for the Athletics. Who's got the A's? A's is Adam P. So that's Adam's first hit, I think. If I recall correctly, that would be it. The first one anyway. Congrats, Adam. Jamison Hanna. And that's going to do it for 9th box. Move into box 10. We still need a Wander Franco auto. We need some fire, especially for the people in the room chatting and watching live with me, keeping me from going completely insane talking to myself. Or, well, keeping me from looking insane talking to myself, maybe. Whew, it's warm in here. Give me 1 sec, guys. I gotta open the vent in here. And sorry, guys. I need to turn the air down just a degree here from my phone real fast. So weird. It's only in the 70s, but it still feels, probably because I got this light on right here and constantly moving around. Anyway. Alright, let's get back to it. Nolan Gorman stat tracker for the cards. Bryant Harper. So look up that Machado. So I got a couple of these out of Sterling. I got a Wander Franco out of Sterling. I redeemed it. It came back in like less than a week from Topps. Super fast. Oh, that's cool. There's an alumni for Cleveland. Francisco Lindor. Arizona Farm League alumni. That's cool. That's Cleveland, by the way. Lando. Who'd have guessed? Thanks to Nick Haddocks on Twitter for retweeting the stream. We're streaming on Twitter and YouTube, and also what's the third one called that nobody goes on? I forget. Twitch. Or not Twitch. Breakers.tv is the one I'm thinking of. Not that nobody goes on it. Drake Rogers for Detroit. I just don't know if anyone's watching on that right now. I don't think I really have a lot of watchers on that. Stat Tracker Jonathan India. It's for the Reds. Who do we need a good hit for? Oh, that's cool. There's a Joey Bart to 99. Joey Bart in green to 99. Giants, we said, are Aaron M. So that's a good card to have. Congrats, Aaron. Love the color. Jose Devers. We have Alejandro Kirk again. Was it an auto we pulled? Or was it just a refractor or something of Kirk? Anyway, that's for the Blue Jays. Alejandro Kirk for the Blue Jays, which is going to Chris C. Congrats, Chris C. If you are watching on YouTube, feel free to thumbs up unless you hate this video. Cool. Thumbs down. I just mixed up all the cards. Not that it matters that much. It just makes it harder later for me when I sort. Okay, just kidding. Thumbs up again. All good. There's Billy Hamilton refractor for Royals. out of $4.99. And then there's a stat tracker, Andrew Nizer for the Cardinals. Sully Matthias for the Royals. Farmhands. We're running out of boxes to open, guys. We need some really good autos. There's a Buddy Reed for the Padres. Lots of decent base, though. If anyone doesn't want their base cards, feel free to message me over the next couple of days before I ship everything. And I'll just make it cheaper for me to ship. I do not need them. But I'll put them in a donation box or something. I'll figure it out. Julio Pablo Martinez, stat tracker for Texas. And Michael Kopech to 99 for the White Sox. I'm going to run out of 75. Oh, no, I'm not. I got a whole nother box. It's cool, Kopech. That's 29 out of 99. There's some purple. Bryce Terang. I think I have an auto of him to 25. That's for the Brew Crew. This one is not numbered. Purple, but not numbered. There's the Brewers. Brewers. Landon. Landon, you're going to get a giant box of cards coming. This one is a nice. This is a last second pickup for Kareem. Nico Horner, Arizona Farm League autograph. It's the first one of those I've seen for the Cubs, so that's going to Kareem, who picked up the Cubs at the last second before we started the break. Nico Horner. And I think I know someone who would be interested in that. So let me know if you don't want it. I mean, if you want to sell it, obviously, or trade or whatever. I think I know a guy who might be interested in picking that up. All right, moving on to box 11. That is a very nice Arizona Farm League. I like that. And it's numbered, can't read it, 69 out of 150. 69 out of 150. I hope you feel like you got your money's worth out of some of those extra teams. Of course, I always hope people feel like they got their money's worth, but, you know, it's with breaks, that's not always going to be the case. There's going to be people who don't get a whole lot for what they spend. That's just the way breaks go. The advantage is you don't have to buy a whole case to get a case worth of your team, at least. My phone's reminding me to take my allergy pill. I'm 12 mentally. Yeah, Kareem, you are not alone. You are not alone. There are plenty of people who went there. Alec Bohm, stat tracker. Tatis Jr. base. Well, if you go to sell that card, Kareem, maybe someone else will appreciate that and pay more for it. Blake Trinan for the A's, 92 out of 499. Refractor. I didn't realize until a couple months ago, I was reading up about refractors and rated rookies, and that, for example, Topps owns the trademark on refractor, which is why Prism calls them prisms. They don't call them refractors because they can't legally. Luis Robert for the White Sox. Farm League. Likewise with rated rookie, for example. Donruss Prism brand owns that trademark, so no one else can call it rated rookie. Bowman can't call it that. That's why I call it first Bowman and that kind of thing. There's a Joey Bart stat tracker. A few decent Barts in this. Trout base. There's a refractor for, there's a Shohei Ohtani base. There's a refractor for Ronzi Contreras for the Yankees. Out of 499. 14 out of 499. Connor Pilkington. I always call it Plinkington. And his name is never Plinkington. It doesn't change, but I keep calling it that. Sorry, guys. When I get a text from my wife, everything stops for a second. I gotta read it. Don't want to let that linger. I don't have to respond right now, though. That's fine. Connor Pilkington, that's going to be for the White Sox. Nobody picked up the White Sox, right? I don't think. Yeah, nobody picked that up. I was doing a break 2 or 3 months ago. And guy in the break said, you can tell he's married by how many times he's said he's sorry. Sully Matthias for the Royals. I don't know how funny I thought that was. I mean, it was kind of funny. Admittedly. Royce Lewis, farmhands. Juan Soto, base. Any other guesses out of the last box what our last couple of hits are going to be? There's Daniel Johnson for Cleveland. Travis Swaggerty, stat tracker. Puig. Bo Naylor, purple, not numbered, for Cleveland. All right, last box. I'm going to double it. If you guess the hit or auto, anything numbered to 25 or autograph out of the last box. Or, you know what, we'll include an image variation too. If you guess the next one, I'll include 3 autos or jerseys. I only have 3 guesses, and I see 4 people watching right now, so no excuse. Make a guess. There's a Luis Garcia for the Phillies in green. Beautiful green with a swooping autograph. Phillies is going to Allen. Congrats, Allen, on that green Luis Garcia autograph. It's a really good looking auto. 97 out of 99. Almost the last one. Almost. Not a Seth Beer, but we have this last box. Let's see what we can do. Whew. I am interested in what else you guys are interested in breaking. Might try and do some kind of different stuff like I did before with bats. We broke 3 cases of autographed bats. Or jerseys, maybe some jerseys, football, basketball, all sorts of things. Maybe autographed balls, baseballs, footballs. The possibilities are almost endless. So if you have any thoughts, something you would like to get in a break on, and you want me to think about doing a break of it, then just let me know, and we'll try and make it happen. Trying to put something together that will partnership that will allow me to do a little bit more breaks, because I'll have a little bit of an easier time filling them if we get things to work properly. So if that becomes the case, then I might be buying more stuff, and I'll need some good ideas for it to open up. Of course, I always favor baseball, but I'm not opposed to breaking other things too. Nick Madrigal, Stat Tracker. With 2 autos left, we're looking for what? Soto, Beer, Hira. There's Nolan Gorman, Farmhands. There's Evan White for the Mariners, Arizona Farm League. Miguel Maya, Stat Tracker. Come on, Beer, Soto. Who are you looking for? Hira, I think? I don't remember. Aramis Edman for the Cubs at a $4.99 refractor. Wouldn't it be sick? I've had several times where the last box just has all the fire in it. Patrick Sandoval for the Angels. I think this might be the first one to put the Angels on the board. Angels, Eric W. Congrats, Eric. Some of these come bent, just the way they're in there. I'll just open a new one. To mention that to Ultra Pro, they pack these in there so tightly that the ones on the end sometimes get a little warped. Anyway, congrats, Eric. Means we have one auto left. Wrong Angel, yeah. I'm trying here. Connor Scott, Stat Tracker. So once we're done with this, these last 5 packs here, then we'll do a quick recap of the hits. I'm not going to go through all the inserts, but I will go through all our hits. Cal Quantrill, Refractor, 237 and $4.99. Zach Birdie for the White Sox. Ooh. There's a cracked ice behind it. Julio Pablo Martinez to 150. That's going to be Orlando. That's Texas. I could be wrong when I'm calling it cracked ice. It could be called something else. I just don't remember. Good looking card though. 18 out of 150. I don't remember what Julio Pablo's number is, jersey number. But we still don't have our auto out of this box yet. Bryce Terang, Stat Tracker. Where's that Soto or Beer? Or Franco? We have some purple. Not autographed. Keibert Ruiz for the Dodgers. Bryce Harper base behind it. That is the unnumbered purple variation. Last one. This has got to be our auto here. Shiny. Noelvi Marte for Seattle. That'll do it. And that's refractor auto to $4.99. 89 out of $4.99. So Seattle was Joseph M. All right, let me put this in a top loader. Get that one too. So again, for the recap, I am counting numbered stuff. Anything numbered to 100 or less. Toussaint to 25. There we go. Focus. Deion Stafford to 25. Is this not focusing? Come on. There you go. Nolan Gorman to 99. Noelvi Marte to $4.99 auto. Patrick Sandoval auto. Luis Garcia to 99 auto. Connor Pilkington auto. Nico Horner. This is the one to 150 for the Farm League for Chicago. Kopech to 99. Kirk to just autoed. Joey Bart to 99. Hannah auto. Newton scribble $sign auto. You have to focus now, camera. There's a $sign in his autograph. You must focus in. A couple more breaks, I might have to just get a new camera. Anyway, that's for the Mets. We've got a gold Machado. Manny Machado. Feltman auto. That's a refractor. Del Rosario. Refractor auto. There's a Tyler Phillips autograph. Kopech image variation. Torres Costa autograph. King to 99. Austin Warner auto. Christian Javier auto. Guerrero, not Junior. Gregory Guerrero for the Mets auto. Gallardo for the Cubs auto. Dahlbeck to 50. Jose Devers auto. Burke autograph for the Nationals. Tyler Phillips to 250 auto. Luis Gil for the Yankees auto. Jared Oliva, the Pirates autograph. Jonathan Ornelas autograph for Texas. And John Duran for the Twins. All right, guys. Thanks for sticking around. Those of you, the few of you who stuck around the whole night, I appreciate it. Glad you got some good hits. Congrats to those who did. Anyone who did not get any inserts or hits, I will make up for it with some hits from my collection. And stay tuned. Make sure and subscribe. Thumbs up the video. And stay tuned both on YouTube and also on Twitter is where I talk the most about what's going on. CW Breaks is the username. And we've got some stuff. We have at least some cases for sure coming next month. And I'm going to try and fill some space in between with some more cases soon. So watch Twitter for that. All right, thanks, guys. Have a good night.